Yo. How's it going? Are we connecting? Boop, boop, boop. Let's see. Connecting. Okay, I think we're live. Let's go. Let's go. Hi. What's up? Another Tuesday, another day of playing Disco Elysium. I upgraded my stream quality maybe, so I'm hoping I'm not too laggy, but good thing I'm a noob streamer, so it's okay. If we are a little bit scuffed, that's okay. We're picking up where we left off, which was we're trying to find a way into the dock. Where the hell am I? I do not know. In the closet? Me and my bro, my half-brother.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels. One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. This is you. Golden orange. A sunset suite.
Is it me?
Just make sure it works before you buy it.
I don't need that right now. I don't need that crazy guy. Oh, hey. Hey, bro.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop.
Oh, pawn shop.
What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
I haven't had any problems myself.
Any trouble?
Though some of my customers have complained about inconsistent law enforcement.
Is that
Who are
right?
your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake. People who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Good collection.
It keeps me entertained.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what?
Is that right?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
Oopsie.
What? Sold? The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
I sold you my gun.
You,
With Kim here too? That just sounded really, really bad.
You were
Oopsie.
adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Is that
And I
right?
don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
Well, that's probably good. Maybe I'll ask. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it in front of this guy. My lieutenant.
She didn't seem like a policeman,
Who bought it?
although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside.
I'm not feeling good about this. She must be one of my rabid fans. That's kind of funny. Maybe. I hope she doesn't intend to make a
You're right
crime.
that she could cast aspersions on the force. We have to find her.
Any ideas where I can find her?
Officer, but I have no idea where.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
Let's talk about something else.
Let me have a look.
I want to sell.
Oh, no. I don't like those kinds of objects. Aphotic paths, counter-radiance networks, anti-magnetism. It's darkness. That's all I know. Sell me something lighter.
Okay,
Jean-Baptiste summer dinghy rates is 31.
the pin.
What a pleasant time that was. So, what do you want to know? Price? I can give you
$3. Oh my gosh, I owe 100.
A pin from 31 ought to be priced at 310, but I added another 10 cents just to be nice.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna sell it. Yeah, I don't
Sure
want to
thing.
sell it right now.
So, do you want to sell anything?
It's in my
Anything else
pockets.
you're thinking of selling?
Oh. No, I want to keep this stuff.
Another time, perhaps.
Yeah, what
I
do you know about
doubt
the
it,
investigation?
But I can try and answer any questions you may have. I do
Hanging?
my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business. Bad for everyone.
Yeah.
No one likes to see what you have to see every day.
The corpse behind the hostel, I assume. I don't have a truck with a mounted platform or anything of that sort myself. Ask around the harbour. There might be.
The pawnbroker's
Okay,
game.
fine. Ugh, this guy's useless! Useless. Okay. I need to get to the harbor. Gloves. Who are you, bro?
G'day to you, officers.
A
day.
burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them. His posture is relaxed. Despite his powerful build and a knife in his hand, this man resorts to physical intimidation only infrequently, if at all.
What
I
caused
wasn't here
all
to
this?
witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Revachol.
The words Daredevil Driver sound ominous to you.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
Can I eat your food?
Sure thing.
Thanks!
Want some too, officer?
Why not?
Oh, thanks, guy. You're nice.
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church, Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Just
Alright. That's alright. What's this?
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. This panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Let's try.
Pull the lever all the way up until nothing happens.
Aw.
A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the water lock to get across the canal. Some other way.
Okay.
Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Oh, okay. That's cool. I can wait. Alright. Who can help me take this body down? Hello.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
What's up?
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here.
What's so cool?
Everything's cool.
Oh.
The goods are cool.
Is that
the
right?
customers are cool. The place is cool. And one more thing.
From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers. It sweeps into the city, tugging at the textiles hanging.
You're very cool.
I am very cool. Thank
bang,
you.
Bang, bang, bang. You're right, officer.
I've got questions.
100%. No playing around then. Strictly business. Maybe I can interest you in some premium menswear instead.
Oh, no thank you. What's this?
There are clothes inside.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first hand, buy second hand. Keep the
Yeah, well thanks anyway, guy. I don't have enough money for clothes. I don't have enough money for anything. I can sprint!
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta. An off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then,
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games.
This is the police.
Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were... But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore. So I can't help you. Please don't call here again.
a single beep indicates that the line has gone dead.
Entrance from building. Empty card.
This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
Okay. 24-hour
You ring
window.
the doorbell, but nothing happens.
Alright, I'm not gonna ring any more doorbells. Hey! Who are you? Have I talked to you yet?
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
I am the law!
Hello, sir. Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
No. Not really. This is a nice store. Oh, sorry if you can hear my alarm go off. Oh, hush, hush, hush. Hey, lady.
Welcome to crime, romance, and biographies.
Oh, I was just talking to you.
Be welcome.
A golden pendant hangs around the woman's neck in the shape of what looks like a tiny fish head trapped in amber.
Sure. What's your necklace
yes.
about?
Helps to have an anchor in these times.
Can I have money?
Sir, don't be ridiculous. I certainly will not give you money. I would be doing you a grave psychic disfavor.
Mm-hmm.
One has to earn one's success.
Yeah, yeah.
What is this insolence? She misunderstood.
Yeah.
Now, hey there.
Feudal Lord.
Sounds like someone isn't taking responsibility for the energy they bring into this tribute. Power. These are not the traditions we're used to in this part of the world.
Alrighty, whatever. What's here? What's back here? Can I go here?
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
I want to go in.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw.
Culty.
Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is
Nothing. Why aren't you browsing the books? Don't you feel compelled to look at the books?
oddly
No.
enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains.
Yeah, I want to open them.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the parapsychologically speaking. We're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
Too
She
dangerous.
looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
I sense the place
You
calling
do?
for me.
My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir.
What? Okay,
Thank
fine.
Let's just talk about this first, all right?
What are you, a coward? Think about the marvelous adventures waiting for us on the other side.
Lies. Rip them open, we say. There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful.
Oh my
The
gosh.
curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
I kinda... Should I go for it? I think I'm gonna go for it. I'm just gonna go for it. Yeah.
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little cage-like trinkets, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
I warned you. You're unleashing forces beyond your understanding.
Is that right? Hair dryers. A man.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets. What if you just break it down?
Let's see what my things say. No sane person would ever put their head in such a machine. Oh, in the haircut machine. Gotcha.
A heavy door with
I'm gonna knock on the door.
only an echo. No one is there. That's right. Take in your surroundings. The room is dimly lit and littered with old barbershop rubbish. It's made of a solid block of wood, but it has stood there for ages. The hinges are old and coated with a carmine layer of rust.
42%.
It should be doable.
Oh, white check. I may retry. Okay. Oh. I don't really... You know, I don't really need to do this. I really would honestly prefer to just... get the dang body down! Oh, bye, lady. What's this? A rock? Bubbles. Worthy of a real man. What's this? A bird? Doesn't give a shit. What is this? The paint? Oh, it's this paint. Hey.
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What
Did you take
else
my
do
gun?
you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
Yeah,
I
when
had
you
a
tested.
battery of tests just last week. I'm practically a patchwork of interesting critters. I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant.
The lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms. Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Probably
Who
the
is she?
Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing.
Okay.
You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet.
He approves of the
Good
wackiness.
idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck. Watch your
Alright.
back, ungulate.
Yeah, yeah. Let's go talk to the lady on the boat. Hey, girl.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce. Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM. I'm glad to see you here. I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
Thanks, girl.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
How interesting. I wish you...
It's hard to get a read on her precise disposition, but she appears helpful.
That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question. Better not tie the forestay to the batstay on this. I hope there is something...
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
Oh. Can I have some money?
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it?
Why
Look
not?
at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub.
Nice
Why,
fabrics.
yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost rustic in its simplicity, a silk shirt, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry.
Yeah, what
Now
about
look
it?
at you misery-clad simian, barely able to... You're poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money.
I'm
You're
not
too-
ashamed.
You think your little communism protects you from this feeling? No. The more demeaning... Oh God, the lieutenant is here too. Do not dishonor the force.
Fine.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
Well, she's the one who's offering. What if I do it? What if I do it? Can I have some money? Fine.
What we do. I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It is The
What do they
Pines'
do?
core competency is
Yeah.
and that is the terminal. Another sub.
She nods.
This reality.
Oh, she's rich, so I can ask her. Just give me the
No,
lowdown.
but please, a little context. We're not.
I
in
forgot
such a hurry.
everything.
What?
Don't make me say it
Such an
again.
acute encephalopathy just doesn't seem possible.
Don't be phased, madame. He functions perfectly well. He only needs a lowdown on all of reality.
We may be here a while then. Ask away, officer.
All right, you're in.
Yeah!
Begin with the first one. You'll appear worldly.
What is acute
It's a neurological
encephalopathy?
disorder caused by lack of vitamin B in the brain.
She conveys it in short, cold bursts, trying not to invest too deeply in the condition of this doomed detective.
What causes it?
It's either bariatric surgery or
Oh, it's
long-term
definitely the
that
surgery.
Seems unlikely.
What this boils down to is, this reality thing is stupid. Blow this joint, grab a bottle, and drain that shit right down your throat.
Yes, and perform autoerotic asphyxiation on yourself with your funny necktie.
Wait. This reality thing is the only game in town. It's probably in your interest not to blow it. She stares at you, head tilted to the side, with a slightly concerned look on her face.
What is this?
It remains a mystery what you
No.
mean by this something close. This isn't about you. It's about reality.
What times are
These are
these?
unimportant times, detective. You and I were born after.
Fine. Let's see. Impossible.
A strange coldness
Yeah.
comes over you.
What's
a
this?
bird? Svenicid?
What's this
Ah.
place?
This is the pier of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A, where the tenants have been kind enough to rent me a slot. Or two. A
What's this?
pre-revolutionary tenement. Old
Oh.
buildings are called tenements, you see. And new buildings. This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall. A real high-rise by the standards of the last century. Built to mirror the skyscrapers across the bay in the Delta. Mostly the urban middle class, I believe. This was once primo real estate, before the cannons lopped 4 or 5 stories off.
Oh. Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes.
Splat, splat.
Cool.
Wonderful.
Yeah, who are you?
What I am not is a basic term of
Everyone wants to talk about themselves. She will, in time.
What's Cindy?
girl in the old lady rags.
Yeah.
Looks like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen Yes.
Infraculture.
You and I belong to the supraculture. We're common. She prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. It is an illusion, I'm afraid. I can't. That's how simple it is. One may dye their hair green and wear their grandma's coat all they want. Capital has the ability to subsume all critiques into itself. Even those who would critique capital end up reinforcing it instead. All right. What next?
That's it.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
What if I just say the money thing? I'm just gonna say it. I want money. Give me money, please.
I am sorry. It just doesn't come out of your mouth. What does?
Money.
Excuse me? I didn't hear you. Of
No.
course.
What? I had such a high chance of saying it, though. Fine. Can you tell me about the
Quite a few
lynching?
things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi, and this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid...
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
No reason.
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
How can I forget? I was hoping your condition was rhetorical, Detective. A questioning technique.
Oh, I shouldn't have told her about it.
I have sympathy for your highly unusual condition, sir. And I believe
No!
you. But as it stands, I cannot share any confidential information until I've seen both your badges.
Damn
I
it.
understand the dictates of protocol, ma'am, but...
I'm afraid not, Lieutenant.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator.
Yeah.
She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
Yeah. How do I negotiate?
Fees will guide the way.
72% success though.
I assure you, it is no small matter for me either. We all share the responsibility for disarming this situation. I hope you have a badge for me as soon as possible.
She's silent. The wind flaps the sail above her.
Officer,
My morale.
you know, I don't mean to sound cold, but if you want something, you have to give something back. More than just guilt.
You're doing it. Despite your own best efforts, you're still getting in. Somehow.
Is that
I'll be
right?
frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something tangible.
Like what?
The Union is conducting drug trade out of the harbor. It's an open secret in Martinez. Surely it must not come as a complete surprise to the RCM.
Yeah.
Or you can find your badge.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Okay. Let's chat, boy. What's up?
This is not going quite as I hoped it would. Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchman.
I thought it was
This
going
woman is
well.
running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser.
He doesn't let it show. But there is a limit to how much the
Aw.
consequences of your unprofessional
Yeah.
behavior can
I'm
cost
sorry.
the investigation.
I'm sure you will, Detective.
Find my badge.
That would be fantastic, but do we have the time? You could request a new one from your station.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Of course, Detective.
Dang it. Well, I'll just do one of those things. Wait. I'm supposed to get a reality lowdown from you, girly. Do we check again?
You're back. More lessons in base. We're in Martinez, baby.
Baby.
A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco. Martinez is a district of Revachol. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. I would be happy to. What is a preposterously expensive education for, if not sharing? Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isola into Revachol with
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff. Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union. Still, the lorries. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers, well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they are vulnerable.
Ooh.
Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
Okay.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
Okay.
You'll be indebted to her, in a way, but one step ahead of the Union in another.
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries.
Not a coincidence.
However, this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge. Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will...
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open the drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were...
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
You think it's being funded with drugs?
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply...
It sounds like she tried looking into it herself, though she's clearly not the type your typical lorryman would confide in.
We did. On more than one occasion.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement.
Well, here's your chance, officers.
Okay. I will look
Yes?
into it. We will take it.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need.
Thank you.
In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
Thank you for telling me about the strike.
Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
What if I... What's your role? I have other
I hope I can be
questions.
of...
Alright, thank you. Oh! Can I level things up? I have 2 skill points. What if I... What if I do this one? Whoopsies. Whoopsies. I dropped something. Revert? You know, I probably should have done this earlier, huh? Maybe... Perception. That sounds good. Accept. Okay. A map! What's all this about? I don't know. Alright. I'm gonna go try to do more body moving again.
A sturdy metal door guards. The door rattles against your knuckles. The door rattles again, but this time you hear an elderly woman's voice call.
Stop banging on the door! I'm not letting any more strangers inside.
This is the police!
The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here.
I'm cold!
No. I already told you. Go check the backyard door.
Madame,
real.
I assure you, we are real police officers.
There is no reply.
Dang it. Back to the body, back to the body. I should rip off one of the boots. Hey bro, what are you doing? Oh, a whole lot of nothing. This is annoying. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed. This kid is still throwing rocks. Kid, stop.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material,
Alright.
Eternite.
Come on. You can do it.
Because it's not
Fuck!
it reveals no
I want this bucket. Can I go over there? Well, I don't know. I tried talking to the guy. He's a gatekeeper. Hey, you're new. Oh. What's this? Bottle?
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. Oh, excuse me. Do you have something better to do than lust for?
Yes, I do. Back door's open. Hey. Hey. I have some questions.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. It must be his name. Garanci. Garanci, Quebec. Sounds representative. The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
Some nice
He
pots.
smiles and bangs his ladle against each
Oh,
of his pots.
stay masculine. What's this?
You see
Freezer?
a heavy steel door with. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
Yes, yes, yes.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is. The door does not budge.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do
I'm
you care
drawn
where
to it.
It is quite pretty. I suppose we could look into it as a side investigation.
Mega investigation.
Anyway, Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
Okay. Cafeteria manager, what's this door
Can I
about?
help you? What thing?
What's the steel door about?
That door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it.
What's the
no, I
key?
don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. I
What?
don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably.
You have a door in this place, you don't know, you don't wonder where it goes?
Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust.
Oh my gosh.
Junk
Okay, fine.
and dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing. He looks at the dust on his finger and wipes it off.
Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But
He hates the Union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate.
I don't. I'm simply providing a service, or really facilitating the offering of services to paying customers, and it doesn't matter. I don't have to explain myself to you.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. We don't.
How do we find
have to
them?
wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking
I
men.
want to talk about something else.
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
So, about the money.
Another thing. Great. I love though. Yes?
Oh, about
yes.
the money?
Have you got it?
How much do I owe you?
For the room and broken window?
Let's talk about something else. Haha. I don't owe you anything. What's this? What's this? $50! Yo, I'm richer. Yo, your pendant
Hello
wasn't
again,
worth
sweetie.
shit. You seem to be in a chair. Goodbye. Hmm. Hmm. I want to go try to convince these people to let me through again. Because I really would like to go. Also, hi. Are you waiting for drugs?
Looking for something? Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
Why not?
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza.
Oh.
They know they can't beat us in a fair fight. So they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage. Racial economic sabotage.
He eyes you warily, unsure how to respond. This goes on for about 2 seconds. Then...
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Why are you hanging around
What
here
do
then?
you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
I did see one was open.
I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some Kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to. It's a fucking travesty is what it is. It's about biology, not the most popular topic nowadays with the...
Change the topic. The way he says it makes it almost sound like a threat.
Let's
Suit
talk about
yourself,
something else. I don't want to talk to this guy. Coins for me. 19 cents. Hey again.
Right to work! Right to work! Not before
Chips,
you
I'm
get
gonna
in there
punch
and
a
get your
guy.
ass whooped.
He might have some advice, but you got to at least try to fight Measurehead first. Return if you fail.
Well, okay. I'm probably not gonna punch the Measurehead out. I'm not very strong. Hey again.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Dang it! Ugh. I'm not gonna be able to punch this guy out. No freaking chance. Well, now what? I can't get over from the back. I can't go through the front. Ugh. I guess I'll work on something else.
Hola, Wandering Man. Sorry. Busy surveying the situation. I'm sure you'll figure something out.
Dang
Wire
it.
tapping, telescopic batons, futuristic circuit bending to infiltrate harbor machinery, or calling in tactical air support. You guys have air support, right?
I'm pretty sure
I
we
get
don't.
it. Hush hush about the secret technology.
Something changes in his disposition. A merciful smile in the corner of his...
All right, I may have some advice for you on how to deal with Jean-Luc there, out of solidarity to the RCM. It It's low in technology, however.
What's
First,
it about?
Don't fight him.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Oh.
Second, get him to share his theory by being subordinate. Admit your lack of expertise. Basically, grow them. That's how I do it.
Maybe that would work.
I tried that. I'll try again. No, I'll grovel again. Hey. I'm here to grovel some
Your
more.
race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let...
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist, there always is.
Race is reality.
What about your
Racists
tattoos?
are generally not very good examples of their race.
Welcome to Revachol. You hear him yell at a redhead woman visiting the fritter nearby.
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have your silence betrays your inferiority. You do not have racist.
What about the
I
tattoos?
am
You're
not
right.
like them. Correct.
Okay.
Just try again.
What?
This is one of those things with why
Do
Okay,
not
I'm gonna
be
try this
naive.
check again.
I know the answer to the great race enigma.
Okay, what's this all about?
I
Yeah.
am not
You're right, you're cooler than me. No! No! Now what? Serve the union?
Don't be.
There must be some friction there.
I understand now.
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and mean.
I'm not a
Of course
communist.
You are.
Oh.
Levacholian man. Above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large.
I'm not a communist.
Stop explaining yourself. Of course it does. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products.
Who are these
I can
guys?
see we are the I am a descendant. No. I have heard about it.
He would be appreciative if you did not further chase this line of inquiry in front of the women.
Yes.
Oh, dang it. You know, I don't know if I've succeeded at a single check this whole game. There's stuff up there. It didn't work.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you?
I'm just gonna go talk to some lorry drivers. Wait, can I go around this way? Like you seem sketchy enough. A little drugged out.
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Where am I? Who are you?
The smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by the weary aspect of a cornered beast.
Are you alright?
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
Where else would you be then?
Back in Methka, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buendero. Until you came along, that is. I
Sorry
wasn't
to
dreaming.
interrupt.
I was there, Loman. It was
Oh.
early spring, and the man behind the black sun had... While you, people, were tearing each other apart over...
I have
Why
some
not,
questions.
Harrison? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
What are you hauling?
Diamonds.
Really?
Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was?
Yeah, but what are you really
stupid
hauling?
things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
So you don't know what's in your
I
own
quit
lorry?
concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
She says that as if something narcotic is the real reason.
You get high for driving a lorry?
It's so much more than a high where I go, Herife. It's low.
Yeah, it's definitely some kick. Some terrible kick in the dark. A sleep kick. Perhaps you can find out later.
Of course it does. What did you expect? What
You know
do I
stuff
need
about
drugs
drugs.
for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary, no drugs can compare. If you don't know, why would I want to do that? Lowman, what in the name of God are you talking about? Maybe, probably not. Makes no difference to me either way.
Could it be drugs?
Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grad, on the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiriza to Grad, Lowman?
I don't know.
It's diamonds, Lowman, obviously.
Damn this. Make her answer.
Yeah. If you had to guess who's smuggling drugs.
He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here.
You better
I
start
would never
complying.
make fun of a real lawman, Herife.
Ma'am, you're not responsible for what the client puts in your lorry, as long as the seals are not opened. We officers know that.
Lay off her.
Okay, fine.
Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the futures of this world. Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will. To the...
I think we're done here, no?
Yes,
Okay.
go. Enough jamboree.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. You.
Me?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Again?
Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before.
I'm
We
ready.
need tender men like you building gargantuan communism. Word on the street is it's going to be 10,000 times larger than any communism previously attempted by human beings. You
Nice.
keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pockets.
Yeah, that sounds like me.
Funky style. Very funky. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
I don't know about that. I'm gonna opt out.
Very well. I guess no one will build communism then. Did someone mention cocaine? Are we doing cocaine? No. I'm sure I heard someone say cocainism.
Yeah.
Anyone? Anyone else? There's one.
No thanks. I'm done. I'm done being crazy. Hey guy, you know anything about drugs?
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's
You
on your
seem
mind?
like a man who knows about
Ah,
drugs.
Man. Me and narcotics go way back. But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
I'll just tell you
We
straight.
have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's
Who's
bad.
doing
Look,
that?
man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
Fine. Well, this was not helpful. Oh, what else is there for me to do? Getting the body down. I need to go to the harbor. Need money. Looking for my badge. I want to find out about the tattoos. Call Sylvie and ask if she made the call. Okay.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuse.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
We need to talk to Sylvie.
Of course. What is her number, officer?
Did you get
Yes,
Sylvie's number?
Hold on. Her number is... Oh,
Received. Hold on, officer.
Okay.
give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment.
Just wait. Relax.
I'm waiting. She's real busy.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you.
Thank you.
Yes, hello?
Hi. Questions about your work.
Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you again. There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about it.
Yeah! Yeah, she does. Let's see. Was it you who called the police?
No, not me.
Do you know who made
No,
the call?
Sorry, I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer.
What?
It just might take a while.
Well, why didn't you call?
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the union already knew about the court.
What does the union have
No
to
one
do
called
with
the
it?
police. The union would get angry.
What?
You know, what the union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Garbage.
Maybe there's something
I don't
else
know
you can
what
tell
to
me
you,
about.
Officer. I didn't call you because I didn't want to get in trouble with the others. With the union. I'm sorry about that.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
Next
go on.
question. Have you seen my badge?
Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law.
My badge is missing.
No, I have...
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
Go.
He's
Kim
in
doesn't
plain
have a
clothes,
uniform.
Voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform is. There are officers who wear the signature Perseus black uniforms to the highest ranks in the RCM and end up buried in them as well. Others do it more casually.
Have you seen my uniform?
I never saw you.
Somewhere in a dank rental apartment, 2 police officers stand in the dark. One of the men, trying not to slip on old newspapers, makes his way to the window. God damn. Officer Michelle Elfboy Williams speaks to himself. His partner,
Have you...
Sundance Fisher.
Why'd you quit your job?
Why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Why aren't you comfortable? Who
Let's
did you...
just say I left because I needed to get away from someone.
Who?
You know who.
No, I
You
don't.
think you hear a sliver of accusation in her words. Don't be paranoid. She's obviously talking
Me?
about someone else, not you.
What, you mean me?
I really don't want to talk about this. Let's just forget about this, okay?
Fine.
Maybe, I don't know.
Have you
I
seen
just
my...
know I have to take some time off right now.
You wanna get coffee with me? No, I'm not gonna ask her that. Alright, thank
I do
you.
hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Why is she angry?
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags when she was still working there.
What did I
I'm
do?
not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. It just made me want to quit.
What skua thing?
The bird, the great skua. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac.
Uh-oh.
I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there.
This sounds like me.
Didn't seem like you had fun doing it, though.
Oh, sorry.
You hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the radio. Wordless, the call breaks. Then, the already familiar voice.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
I'm done now.
57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook. A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat. The pull-out toolbox slides back.
Alright. Updated that. Joyce's info. There's something she wants to tell me. Oh, I have to give her the badge. There are 3 drivers. But I talked to all of them. I talked to them about smuggling. Well, I guess I'll just try to look in their cars. That's my next guess. What's this all about?
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic.
I don't care what this guy did. You know what? I'll be right back. I need to go to the bathroom. Okay, hi, I'm back. Bow, bow, bow.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. The windows are clear. They...
You know anything about drugs?
When a bunch of ungrateful beats me.
When the man moves around, you perceive some serious abs. There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls held up by a belt.
Are you wearing new
He
clothes?
ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising...
Alrighty, whatever, guy.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation. That's a fair point. Alright, for the good of the investigation.
You're wearing glasses.
That makes him a Beano-clad, completely uncopped material.
I'm not gonna call him a
Are
beetle.
they're mostly just cumbersome.
You don't
That's
look like
because I'm
other
half
people.
Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
What's that?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity, and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
Okay, it's not interesting.
I can see you're disappointed. You are right to be. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents. I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular, garden variety of a chaulière.
That's me too.
He's glad to have shut down your question.
What do you mean?
Do you ever talk about yourself? You know, when you're thinking, do you have a conversation
I
with
have
your
no
brain?
idea what you're talking about.
Do you know?
What? Think? I do most of my work inside my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. That's where his conversations with himself take place. You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special.
That's true.
Good. Let's change the subject. What do you want to know? What's there to say? It's just the cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the industrial harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest, with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
So you volunteered?
Yes. I'm an unrepentant spoil sport.
What's special about Martinez?
Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place.
A tremble comes over you. Another after effect of ethanol poisoning, perhaps. Feels like leaves do when they rustle in the breeze.
What does this say about me? I think I'm gonna be unspecified.
Carries.
Yes,
Bye.
it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
He's actually glad it's addressed now.
Okay, bye. Alright, so I got two main options. Getting the body down, but I need to go through the gate for that. Should I try to shoot it down? Nah. I don't want to. 1 second. I'm gonna do some little digging. I can't get it down. I literally cannot get it down. Now what do I do? Okay, you know what? I'll ask Kisaragi to try to shoot it down. You do drugs.
Looking for something? Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang. That beady-eyed South Samaran.
No.
His
No
little
way.
Of course he's a lorry driver. What? He tell you he's just some simple businessman or some shit? He's selling his employer stuff after he broke the seals on his Humanox lorry. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your...
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Oh, we'll talk to him. Bye. Let's just go talk to this guy. Where is he? Over here? Oh, here you are. Hey, boy.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
So, what do you think about drugs?
I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent.
I am into drugs.
Very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly.
Sir, it appears to be true. No
Dang
drugs
it.
in sight. Not
Well,
in
we're
the
looking
box
for
of
somebody who
sunglasses.
likes drugs.
That's even cooler. You investigating that and all. But, I am not a lorry driver.
Yeah, you
Who
are.
said that? It's the fat racist, right?
Hmm.
I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole. I'm okay. Maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
What do you know? What do you know about that?
Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd. You know, the drug crowd.
He doesn't want to talk about them. He's afraid.
Why? Who are you afraid of,
Look.
guy?
There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I've spent 15 years working my way up.
Tell me.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
This lady?
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved.
It could be. She was strange.
Who are the
All
other
of them.
drivers?
I don't know.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
Yeah.
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos.
Okay.
All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a...
Oh, bye. What's in this box?
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the...
Abort. These are hideous. What's...
Damn, officer! You look like a mega secret spy. Very secret.
They're perfect for concealing your bloodshot and baggy eyes.
I'm
No,
poor.
You are definitely not buying those.
Are you sure? But they look so good on you. You should think this through, officer.
Oh, bye, guy. Thank you. Sewer! What's in the sewer? Oh, a whole lot of nothing. Let's go talk to the lady. I'll talk to you again too. Hey, guy. Is there dynamic lighting in this
Hello
game?
again, my man. What's on your mind? I don't want to talk about that.
Why do you not want to talk about it?
Man, I was hoping it isn't going to be her. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is.
What's her name?
Thank God I don't know. People here call her the Lady Driver. She kept her name a secret. From me too. Now I see why.
What does she
A
look
youngish
like?
woman. Gruff.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Died. It was Violet when she got here. A friend? An acquaintance. I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay?
Why'd she
Damn, I
leave?
don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person. I know that much.
We can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation.
It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is information only.
I don't believe you.
How's she
She's
troubled?
got the darkness in her.
Huh, the darkness, huh?
That young person's darkness when you think it's all over.
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her. I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Yeah.
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind.
Her mind?
The way it worked.
The pain it was causing her.
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her, or were afraid of her. They'd be more than happy to rat her out.
He's right. There are other options. The raceman, for one. Push Tommy, and it will break his heart. And his spirit. Don't expect you to be pals. Now is not the time to focus on feelings. You need that info, son.
I guess I'll drop it
Thank
for now.
you, friend.
But I'll probably end up needing to push him. That's my guess. Hey!
Looking for something? I don't know what you're talking about. He did something. He stole his employer.
He's been expecting this. He's really puffed him.
Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Revachol West. You don't run Martinez. You don't run anything. You're all bark.
You mean La Puta Madre?
The name resounds like a bell in the air. A dark gong. You get a bad feeling about it. Looks like the lieutenant has a plan. Let him do this.
Yeah, him.
Then I presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. Dirty fucking peonies who'd do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts.
You're not peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were.
No, of course not. We are not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peony's job to find out who that is. It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorrymen and Carters Guild.
You've seen that corpse in the ceramic armor there. Did his shitty little guild protect him?
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely perceptible nod. I softened him up as best I could. Now it's on you to finish the job.
Okay. Let's see. Please,
the main thing is to not overdo it, even when you're trying to scare someone. The most important thing is, how does it look on your resume?
Oh yeah? And what goods? There's some kind of homo thing? Make me runt.
Let's just go and ask Tommy, alright? We are wasting our time here.
Dang it! 70%, 72% chance of success, and I still fricked it up. I don't think I've really made a single one that wasn't above 90%.
Hello again, Mom. What?
Hey.
But I told you she's my friend. You're not gonna put a bullet in your head if you blow it, are you?
I wouldn't be so sure, Tommy. Imagine it. And
I thought you were a different kind of cop.
The realization that you've used his friendliness and goodwill for your own ends.
Here. Her lorry's still here. Down past the statue of Philippe. The cabin is green. You can get in there with these. That's all I know.
When did she leave?
Last Friday. No. I don't know.
Thank you for your cooperation, sir. I know it was hard, but you did the right thing.
You don't really think so?
I really do. If I didn't, I wouldn't be in the RCM. Take care, sir.
You look cool, Tommy. Thanks, guy. This one.
This screen found A to Z, Contemporaire, is...
This is the one our man pointed to.
The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered. It feels like you're peeking into someone's home. The door is locked. You push the key into the lock and turn. The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded newspaper. It's an issue of Périphérique from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages. It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the Ulan frequency system. These formulas look oddly painful.
The Ulan frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
It's an issue of Périphérique. It looks... These...
The Ulan frequency...
The pull-out tool slides back into its nest. The rest
What's on the
looks
radio?
like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but...
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
Why do
For
we need so many
contacting an entire
radios?
fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW, and looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerves
Well, what can we do with the radio?
Doesn't look like it.
Nothing.
The smell of 1,000... These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films. One of them particularly catches your eye. A centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat. There's definitely perfume in the air. It's spicy, with a hint of amberette, wafting through the bitter air of the cabin.
What's the
The
smell?
remnants of a sweet juniper-scented perfume. Probably grenade number 5.
Enough
The
of the
actresses and
posters.
the rear act.
What's
You
the
wedge
pedals?
yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here. But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle.
Why?
Sandpaper? A novel technique. Must be to offer some extra grip to the driver's foot.
The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. You close the rusty old lorry door.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joyce?
Okay. What do you want to talk about?
All right, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep. Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation. I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net. I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed.
Listening in on your calls between you and your station.
We didn't find anything conclusive linking them to the smuggling operation. But somehow, I doubt that Evrard Clare would be oblivious to something like this happening right under his nose. My suggestion is, we use it against the Union in any way we can, to our own ends. It's a slippery hill, but we just might be able to pin them down, indirectly, down the road. We should return to the murder case, see what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it. There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation, sometime later when we are done here. We do not want to get caught in that. The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome. All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either. Debrief
Alrighty.
over.
Yeah, the shadows do change during different times of the day. That makes a lot of sense. Alright, Joyce, I have info for you. Ow! Hold on, my leg's cramping. Where is Joyce? Oh, she's up here. A sea monster, yeah. Running, running, is the lady you?
Hello again, officers. Have you come?
What are you doing?
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from... I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. Yeah?
I have an opinion. Actually, I don't have an opinion.
Lying is cool, I guess.
Okay, bye. Hey, I got some info for you.
You're back. Good. Yes, my eyes on the harbour have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered?
Where are the eyes?
Doesn't really matter. And I do apologise for the surveillance. In any case, it's a relief to know someone has looked into it. If I may ask, will there be an official investigation?
The lieutenant is about to interject. Cut him off. This decision should be yours.
I'll let the lieutenant say it.
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation, subject to confidentiality. I am sure you understand.
Of course, detectives. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. I trust you with the rest. Now, I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands.
Scary.
The words bloodbath sound cold in her mouth.
A bloodbath?
Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war.
Since you are sharing, ma'am, this is also the RCM's worst-case scenario.
Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be.
How are the
I
lynching
have
and strike
an indirect
connected?
role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail.
What?
They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer. Every worker a member of the board. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric and not a serious demand, but the stridency of it seems to have spooked them. Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
Who are they, exactly?
Crenel, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating. They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
PTSD.
So, what happened?
They have PTSD.
The story is, one of them, the colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him. He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night. Nothing.
Then what?
Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbour. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenel contractors carry out their orders, for now.
For now.
It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
It'll be all of them. The decision is already made.
This is not very disco.
It is very far from disco. My only hope is that you provide a single, concrete suspect before the mercenaries indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put, if you don't pin this on someone good and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
They would have to project strength and power.
The Debardeurs have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a Hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty. These men work in tandem using semi and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all. As I said, a bloodbath.
This is pretty bleak.
Many bleak scenarios have already come true. Nameless, badgeless detective of the citizens' militia. All we can do is keep the rest from going the same way. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation.
So, the deceased assaulted a woman.
This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it.
What did they
the
say?
man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story around Martinez.
I see.
The lieutenant consults his notebook, his eyebrows knitted in concentration.
Odd. We haven't heard any reports about an assault in connection with the lynching. Where did it take place? And when?
We didn't hear anything about that.
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the colonel was drunk. Maybe on narcotics, too. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometimes that's a good question, officer.
Who is
I
she?
don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor. About a rumor. In any case, it's what the colonel's remaining colleagues believe.
You'll meet her soon enough, you feel?
Do you know where these guys are now?
They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting.
Oh.
Vigilantes. You're a professional officer of
Yeah,
the only
I'm
legitimate
professional.
authority in Revachol.
You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
Oh, Scab
One is
leader.
obviously the scab leader at the harbour gates. The one chanting the idiotic slogans. He's barely maintaining his disguise. The other has a vantage point in a building south of the roundabout. They were keeping tabs on you while you were canvassing the lorry drivers.
That may be so. I still hope you heed my advice. There's no need to kick the hornet's nest.
For all your talk of averting this catastrophe, the situation at the gate is a powder keg. Does this not bother you?
Of course it bothers me, Lieutenant. But my hands are tied. How would my employer react if it appeared I were intervening on behalf of the Union?
Your concern may be appearances. Ours is keeping the peace.
That would afford a good vantage point. In any case, it's practically inaccessible.
Where is your radio for contacting them, if I may ask? Do you have an earpiece?
Heavens no. I'm not an undercover agent. There's a shortwave at the ship's wheel. I hope I can answer it better.
I have more questions. Did you know this guy?
You mean, did I see him alive? Yes. But I did not know him.
What's his name?
Lely. His service name. A nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did.
Tell me more about
He was
him.
40. Or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age.
What else? Nationality? Accent?
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent, Oranese, or Messinian, maybe. His injury gave him an accent all his own. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it. Through the injury. That's all I know, I guess. Not much. Their public resume
What's
is
the
relatively
Crenel?
good, as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell.
Down a deep, black well.
They boast a long list of clients. Saint-Baptiste, Welchman-Lorenz, Eintracht. A warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take place in third or fourth world countries. Guarding facilities, escort missions and such.
Meaning they're used to operating in war zones.
Is that right?
Yes. All the good conflict corridors, Supramundi, Yesut, the Seminoles Islands, countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil.
What else do you
Sadly,
know?
no. Before this
Nothing?
happened, I had little interest in them. If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could.
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP, ma'am?
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I'd be dealing with a group like Crenel. I have. And they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do, it's all on us.
How long do we have?
Until the executions start?
Oh, I don't know.
Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob, and their impatience.
They don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative.
5 days, not more. Maybe sooner.
It's a matter of days, not weeks. I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news.
Can you tell me about this photo?
Excuse my hesitation before.
For about half a minute, in silence.
It was taken with a Trigat not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on his hands or legs.
Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface.
What do you think?
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. The stars. I
Stars?
can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent.
Like blooms in a
Close.
pattern.
Port cities. This is an Oronese map of the waterways, a sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the Dolorian century. Over 300 years ago, the sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels.
What's the use of the map?
The soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad. This is a sort of contraption to be reeled back in by. The silver cord, they would call it.
That's cool.
Where is he now?
This one. The soul's in the corpse.
That is precisely what the sailors feared when they drew these maps. A fear of drowning within one's own corpse.
What travels did the dead man
Quite
make?
a few. Vredefort, the Oronese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. He started somewhere near here, I think.
What next?
Then he made his way to the Preto Grande, through what I think must be the Stutz Canal, Revachol. Those are the two constants. Vredefort on the shoulder, and Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulinde.
You said you can't read it.
I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning.
Somewhere in an office lit by a single green desk lamp, Captain Ptolemaeus Price, 58, bald and bespectacled, is writing in a ledger on his desk. Rows and rows of days and weeks. In Martinez looking into Krenel, he writes in one. Then the man puts down his pen and rubs his temples with both hands. Outside there is a siren. Distant gunshots on the streets of the Jamrock Quarter.
This man is no brother of mine, but this is his service history.
That makes sense to me. We have no more use for a map of the waterways, just like we don't need sailors the way we used to. This is what the custom would morph into on the Occident. Mercenary tattoos.
Who could tell me more?
Platoon members? The other contractors. Though I do not suggest you go and show them that picture. This man was their friend and comrade.
I probably don't. Probably don't need to ask them.
I am relieved you think so.
That's
Is
it.
there anything else I can help you with? More
I have questions
lessons in
about reality.
My favorite part of the day. Go ahead.
What's
A bird?
this?
A Svenicid? A flight? Of course you're not, my dear. Of course. Glad
That's
to have
it.
been of assistance.
But I
The little that I know. Anything else?
did not tell her. Did not tell her about investigation.
I fear I've told you all I know. Is there anything else?
Alrighty. Goodbye. Visual calculus. Yeah, I'm kind of an idiot. Inland Empire. Maybe I'll increase my pain threshold. Oh my god, it's dancing. What's this?
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Oh, that's a freaking annoying kid. Taking all this crap. Hey, kid.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Pig's come to take me out. Trying
Are you
to
sleeping?
get fucking clever with me, pig.
What's this? Garden.
There must be another way into the building.
Why does his voice sound like that? Hey, guy.
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
What's going on?
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
It's the god of cigarettes and youth. Ask him if he's got anything to spare.
Can I have a cigarette?
Apologies, but this is my last one.
The
Aw.
god himself has denied you absolution.
I need absolution.
I'm not sure that's a good idea. As you wish. Is it really that important?
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you? No, not you. Some more muscular type.
Me?
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Last week? I don't know. Look.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over. It was my Sunday friend.
A Sunday friend? How intriguing. Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work. You can just spend time with pals, watching rugby. He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. In the neighboring windows, you can see faint reflections of his silhouette. Someone hides behind a curtain. Those windows have eyes, and those eyes are watching.
What's your
My
name?
name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Martin Martinez? Good local name. Let's go with that.
No. We won't.
What?
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
No, come on, stay.
This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains?
I'm sorry.
For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes, compassion, and a hint of understanding.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
But, hold on, what's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door. It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
Mm-hmm. He's nice.
He's gone. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself. He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there. If we find a way inside the building...
This stone.
A stone, like there's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
This must be for the front door. Pity doesn't have the apartment number. We'll just have to go in and see.
One second. Okay, hello, I'm back. Yippee! What's in here? Bum hat. Bum hat for bums. A jacket! It's for me. Can I have that? Can I go here? Or eviction notices. Glasses. Balcony. Let's see what's outside. $0.15. Somebody's watching. I think somebody's watching me. Maybe it's you. Purple. A door to be remembered. I wanna wear some cool glasses. Horrific necktie. I'll put some gloves on. And put this on. Put this on. And it looks super cool. Hey. What's in here? A lot of nothing. Ask around for that guy's apartment. Shoes for me? Oh. Coins in the shoes. Hey, lady. You know a guy?
Give me a moment. The cold never does any good for my bronchitis. Go ahead then. What? Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here. Don't you worry.
What do you mean?
Pea-brain. Someone played a trick on you. Martinez, is a name for anyone who comes from Martinez.
Oh.
Oops. You really didn't get the joke there.
Nope.
I thought it was obvious. Anyway, officer,
How about
we don't
this guy?
have the witness's name.
Yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for?
No trouble.
Talk? He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See?
Thank you. This balcony? No, this is a different balcony. Oh, it's you. What's this? This is weird. Jeans! Someone's sleeping. It's probably that lady. Locked doors. Right, let's go talk to Martin. Martin Real. What's in here? Shoesies. More sense? Nope. I look really cool with my glasses. Is this 28?
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Let's see if anyone's...
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening. We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
What do you
the
mean?
smoker on the balcony. This is why we're here, right?
Suddenly, he's a little worried about your memory.
Tomorrow, 9 p.m., right here. Apartment...
Damn. Turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big apartment building. Don't worry. You'll get him. Remember, tomorrow. He's probably gone for today.
Probably. What if I come back anyway? I am so cool. I want to wear these jeans. I think I'm a little too cool. Maybe I'll keep my Inland Empire. Electrochemistry. I think I want to keep my reaction speed. Items. Photo. What's this? Oh. It's one that's locked. Excuse me. Okay, what do? Body down. Asking for money. Looking for callers. I'm not gonna be able to make that $100 for today. Maybe I just don't even try. Or maybe I go beg for money again. I'll give it a second try. Hey! You have money that I can have. You look like you have money.
You're back. Good.
You're on a
Why,
boat.
yes, I am. Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
What's an
I mean,
archipelago?
we are on Le Caillou, are we not?
Caillou?
We are. And the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou. I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the bay.
She's having a good time arguing against the law. Too good, perhaps.
Do you have a license?
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull. Qualified pleasure craft operator. So charming.
I
Where's
just
your
renewed
license?
its safety inspection last month, officers. It is completely seaworthy. In fact, it's taken part in not one, but two insulindic regattas. Even finished once.
Actually,
yeah, let me
you
see
don't.
that. Why not?
The Wayfarer Act specifically denies the RCM the authority to demand anyone's operator license. It's a little known fact among us law officials. No need to politicize this.
You need to save face if you want her respect.
Yeah, passport.
The woman is silent, smiling while the waves lap against the hull. The woman, born in the year 3 in the commune of Revachol, smiles at you. Face adorned with, she nods and returns the plastic bag to her coat.
Good.
I can't tell her, I can't ask for money. Oh. I just need put skills into volition. Okay. Do I have clothes I can help? Probably not. No. How much money do I have? I don't know. Oh, $10. Lots of books. Oh! My little model died. It's okay. I'm gonna turn it off.
This Post Lavantorier mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
Graffito.
A faint sticker on the side reads,
Kick. Ouch.
There is a hollow, saddened ring as you kick the Lavantorier mail collection box. It sounds betrayed, in disbelief even. Your toe has suffered damage.
Cool. You really showed that mail collection box.
That
I
was
don't.
cool.
Let's go.
He must see the box as the weaker of the 2. The mail collection box has no
I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna call it quits for today. Save game. No save. Okay. Thanks for coming. Bye.